Hey class, Absolute 5 here, and today we're going to talk about simplifying polynomials. Now, we already talked about the introduction to this topic. Simplifying polynomials just means you're just going to combine like terms, and in the last video I explained how to reorder the polynomials in such a way that it makes things much easier to work with. So there is no specific way on how to do it. It's just knowing how to combine it or not. So this is going to be a lot of examples today. Let's say we have negative 6y plus 8y. Well, it's basically adding numbers practically if you look at it. So negative 6y plus 8y is going to be 2y. You're not multiplying the exponents. I know some people might have a tendency to just always multiply the exponents, but you're not doing that. Pay attention to the operation. The operation here is addition. All right, so another example. Let's say, whoopsie, that's ugly. 14y squared plus 3 minus 10y minus 9. Okay. So like how I explained in the other example, it's good to underline all the variables with all the variables terms together. It's like think of it as you're doing laundry and you're assorting, shoes with socks with socks, shirts with shirts, so forth and so on. And you reorder this as 14y squared minus 10y squared plus 3 minus 9. Okay? And then you simply combine. So I get 4y squared minus 6 as my answer for this particular problem. I'm just giving myself more space to work with. Next example. This one's actually a tricky one. 3xy minus 5y squared plus 7yx minus 9x squared. Now, I'm going to try to rewrite this again, but a little bit neater, just so you guys can see the whole thing in its entirety. There you go, it's much better. So these are the same problem, but just reorder. It's the exact same problem. Oh, it's actually not. I forgot to put the negative in front. There we go. Now it's the exact same problem. Some of you might look at this and just say, well, they're all different. There's no answer to this problem. You just leave it as is, and you'd be wrong. Why? Because plus 3xy is the same as plus 7yx, meaning not the numbers themselves, not the amount of number, but the order. Remember, it's commutative. Commutative means order doesn't matter whether you add or subtract something. Well, sorry, when you add something, you can change the order, not subtract. Sorry, ignore that last part. So therefore, I could technically combine these two terms and get negative 9x squared minus 5y squared plus 10xy or 10yx, whichever you prefer. You still get the same answer. Okay. Let us try this one. 23x squared minus 6x minus x minus 15. Now, when you first look at this, and you say there's nothing to combine as well. Well, that's why you're allowed to always put a little 1 in front of something that isn't there. Now you can combine, if you couldn't notice before, you can now combine the negative 6x with the negative 1x with the negative x to get what? 23x squared minus 7x minus 15. It's not negative 5 because when you combine this, remember, when the signs are the same, you keep the sign and you add the numbers and you get that. You get 7, negative 7x. Okay. Sorry, I had an itch. Okay, now we're going to do one nice long one for you guys. Bear in mind, it's a lot. So this is 9. I'm going to try to write as legible as possible. 9a squared b minus 6a squared plus 5b squared plus a squared b minus 11a squared plus 2b squared. That's it? Oh, that's it. Thought it was more than that. Okay, so that's the whole thing. It's a mess, like my room. So, okay, so again, it's best to highlight and do things one step at a time or reorder it in such a way that makes sense. So I want to group all the A, B terms together. So let's say I have this one and this one. So that's one term. Now let's get all the A squares. So there's this one and this one. What about the B squares? Well, there you go. You identified each one by highlighting which one's which. Reorder it so that now everything is aligned to each respected variable. So 9a squared b plus, sorry, we could put a 1a squared b because that's, we could put a little 1 in front of it, minus 6a squared minus 11a squared plus 5b squared plus 2b squared. Now we just combine like terms to get 10a squared b minus 17a squared plus 7b squared. So you notice you're not multiplying the exponents, you're just simply adding everything up as if they were whole numbers practically. You see? Not that bad. So it's always about, right, oopsie. It's always about taking your time, getting things together. It's just you gotta have to be patient to actually work everything out. So let me give you your homework problem. Nice, juicy one. 7x squared y squared plus 2y squared minus 4y squared x squared plus x squared minus y squared plus 5x squared. Okay? So be sure to leave your answers down in the comment section below. And that's the lesson for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Mash that bell button for more content. And I'll see you guys next time with another video. So this has been Absolute 5. I'm Roger Palomino. Math is infinite because there are infinitely many possibilities. And don't forget, don't hate, calculate.